Hi, this is Maggie. In this video we're going to write a script or program in idle. A script is a program that you save in a text file and can modify and run as often as you need. If you haven't already watched the video, How do I install Python and run idle, I suggest you watch that video first and then return here. Idle has two modes, immediate mode and script mode. Immediate mode is interactive. In immediate mode, you type a command at the idle prompt, the 3 angle brackets, and Python immediately evaluates that command. In script mode, you write your commands in a text file and ask Python to execute the text file, called a script or program. Immediate mode is great if you want to execute 1 or 2 commands. But if you have a lot of commands you want Python to execute or a complicated program, it is much easier to write and modify a script. So from the idle console, we go to the File menu and choose New File. And we get a window which is a script window. This is just a text editing window, and we're going to write our Python program or script here. Let's write a Hello World program to show how to write a familiar program as a script. There are no prompts in the text editing window. We just write our commands one to a line. I have only one command, which is print, open paren, open quote, hello world, close quote, close paren. So once I've written that, I save it. In the Save dialog box, I select where I want to save my program, and I leave this default setting, Python Files, in the drop-down menu next to Save as Type, because we want to save this as a Python file. I type a name, and I choose Save. I'm going to call this program Hello World. I recommend that you have a folder where you save all of your Python programs for your course. At the desktop of my Windows machine, here's the file that I saved. You can see that it has a .py extension, meaning it's a Python file. Again, it's just a text file, and you can open and edit it in any text editor. When we open it in idle, though, because it has the .py extension, idle will color code the different pieces of commands, which you can almost think of as grammar. Notice that print, a function almost like a verb, is color-coded purple, but hello world in quotes, called a string in programming, is color-coded green. Don't worry right now what those different colors mean. You will learn that as you learn Python. But do pay attention because you can get some clues from them. For example, if I forget to put the closing quotes around the string, notice that parts of the command that were previously black, the close paren, are now green. That's an error. So the color coding can give us clues. Notice if I type print with an uppercase P, it's no longer coded as purple. That's because Python is case sensitive, meaning that commands with uppercase letters are different from commands with lowercase letters, and there is no function called print with an uppercase P. That's also an error. So if you remember that something was a particular color when you typed it in the past or when you saw me type it in a video, but it isn't that color when you type it, you might have a typo. Now let's run our program. In the script window, from the Run menu, choose Run Module, or you can see there's a keyboard shortcut, F5. When we do that, Python executes the lines in our script from top to bottom sequentially, and we see the results in the console. There's only one line in this script, and so it prints hello world to the console, and then it's finished executing. So that's our first Python script. Notice that we can edit the file. For example, I can change this to hello, fellow Python programmers, save it, and now when I run it, the output is hello, fellow Python programmers. It's easy to edit and rerun a program that's written as a script. Write this script and make changes to it. For example, write more than one print statement, each on its own line. Change the text in the print statement. You can write something in the print statement that isn't text. For example, we could write print open paren 9 divided by 3 close paren and then execute that. So try some different things, and when you're confident about the process of writing a script, you're ready to move on.